Greetings and salutations, Denizens. This is Iowa, and here we go with another review, unboxing, overview, review of a Dungeons Dragons starter box / game, basic game box, etc. This is for Dungeons Dragons 3rd edition, and this is officially the oldest beginner box / starter box / basic game box I own. This is basically, yeah, that's it. This is also very going to be like, if you watch my other Dungeons & Dragons starter sets videos, and you're now watching the Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition and 3.5 starter sets videos, you're going to have like a interesting kind of moment going on here. I'm going to get my RuneQuest as set out to stand my box up against. This box is delightfully beautiful. This is, as I said before, the basic game for Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition. In the box, there's some nice artwork around the top of it. It's still a very basic box. You know, Wizards of the Coast is still has always been just give them a basic box with pretty artwork on it. That's it. Don't put like any treatment on the top of the lid or the bottom of the box. Don't put any information in the box. Just a box with some art. You have the bare minimum number of dice to play the game. Yet again, this is not the most amazing thing. It's always nice to have. This says it has 7 dice in here, according to the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, they got a D10s and a D10s and a D10. Where oftentimes they would leave out the D10s and just give you a D10. So this is slightly more than the bare minimum, which is still pretty much the bare minimum. So, you got yourself a nice set of dice. And then, hold on. You have miniatures in with your basic starter set game box. You got some skeletons, you got a black dragon, you got some of your you got a few characters here. So, wow, it's like you got some bugbears and stuff like that. It's just got some kobolds. You got some creepy kobolds in there as well. So you have miniatures in with your beginner basic starter set box game. And then you have a quick start booklet, which is nice and handy dandy. It gives you the basic overview of, you know, basic combat tactics. When you can hit something, when you can't hit something around corners or cover. When you get bonuses to your attacks on your opponents, put that there. And then you got your first adventure book. Whoop, whoop. These are typically a choose your adventure book. That basically, like, hey, you start here. This is your options. You go into the situation. What do you do? Play through this scenario, and then continue on until you get to the end. You got this pre-made character sheets, or special character sheets, for characters, plus with a key at the bottom. You know, it's kind of like a Paizo thing later on, or Piazzo, where they basically like give you the information how to play the character with information on the back. And they just kind of, you have your cleric, you have your elf sorcerer, you have your human fighter, you got your halfling rogue, and then you have this special sheet right here that says read this first, which basically just walks you through the mechanics of the game, which should actually be the very first sheet. And then as well in here, you got also dungeon tiles. And this is quite nice. They don't really include dungeon tiles anymore or in any of these. I find it weird that they actually have numbers on them. And they're numbered in sequence, so you can actually like put them in order. And then you have an advanced booklet, which goes deeper into adventures and equipment. How to run everything, how to run your adventure. As well as cards for all the monsters in this back sheet that folds out. You can actually break this whole thing out into cards, which has not been done in this. As well as the packing slip from the person that bought it and the survey. So, this is, as I said before, you have this book, which has deeper mechanics in it, plus that's the rest of the adventure. You got dungeon tiles, which is exceedingly nice. You have character sheets, plus a quick start sheet. These are the special training character sheets that basically map out what you can do and what all your equipment is. So there's no real fiddling around it. You get a actual bare minimum of dice, and you get a baggie of miniatures, as well as the Quick Start Rules book, the first adventure book, which is just the beginning of the adventure with this. This is another one of those situations where it's like, yeah, and in the old days, Wizards of the Coast actually gave you some nice quality and variety in your starters basic game sets. This is like 4 stars right here. It's not quite the height of the 3.5 sets, but it's still better than anything that Wizards of the Coast has ever given you from then on, with the exception of that they will include Dungeon Master screens in some of their sets, and they organize them slightly differently, which might be easier for some people. So yeah, this is 4 stars as far as a starter set is concerned. You get miniatures, you get tiles, you get all kinds of fun stuff. It's like literally missing a Game Master screen and maybe a bit more bigger books on guidance on how to make characters and stuff like that. But as far as a basic game is concerned, and as sort of a starter set, it does the job. And it does it really well. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoy it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And see you next time on the channel. Have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month